Welcome to Rachel and Nick. How are you guys? Do you have any plan for this weekend? And if you don't have any, then this is the right video you need to watch. So let's start this video with the Escort Lot.
We're in the suburbs of Melbourne and we're going to check out the Escort Lot, which has got rotating food trucks, a massive drinking pool, so we're going to have a lot of food, a lot of drinks and have a lot of fun. Come with us! So there happens to be a Samoan meet up here too, so like just big white fluffy clouds just running around. Being Melbourne, of course, it's good that we've got nice warm heaters here because you never know, it's the middle of summer but it's still a bit chilly. Cocktails time. Look how fancy this is. Okay, this is my first ever Cosmo. Jeez, I'm in my 30s and I still have never tried a Cosmo. You know, what's something wrong with me maybe? It looks very fancy too. Very pretty. Oh wow. Packs a punch, doesn't it? I dare say you might see us a little bit tipsy at the end of this vlog.
Freaking genius. I love the fact that there aren't many people except for dogs, so we hear dog barking, but you know, it's kind of cute. I mean, usually this place gets really full and you know, they operate from Friday to Sunday, but on Fridays I think they do dinner only. But you can always grab a seat. There are plenty of seats here. If you want to do a function, it's a great place too. It depends on what you do, but you know, if you just have a friend to catch up with, this is a perfect place.
Another cool thing I really like about this place is that they sourced everything, so it's 100% recycled. Everything they just kind of picked up. So that's always really cool, I reckon, when a place tries to be sustainable like that. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Good.
Can we grab just a beef burrito?
Yeah.
Does it have coriander in there?
It's the tiniest bit in the paprika gallo.
Okay,
Yeah.
a little bit. That's fine? Okay, yeah, we'll grab one of them. Oh, we're getting some pulled beef burrito. Can't wait. So cocktails aside, and now it's for the serious stuff. So we got to try this delicious burrito pulled pork bowl. It looks amazing. I'll try it with some of this. Oh my God, there's a lot going on. Avocado, pico de gallo, some mayonnaise. There's a lot going on here. The thing about burritos, it's always going to be a messy affair, but you don't have to worry because the taste is there, so absolutely delicious. The dogs are all leaving, the Samoyed's leaving. It's so sad, it's so cute. So cute. Obviously, if you haven't noticed, this place is also very, very dog friendly, which is really cool. You can bring your fur babies along.
So
Okay.
you like chili at all?
I usually do, but I'm probably going to go no chili today. I like the buzzers. It's not really adopted much in Australia, so I always love when you get a buzzer. It's good. It makes sense. So no gyudon, but we're going to go for the next best thing, or some would say the first best thing, which is ramen. So I couldn't help myself. I had to go for some beer, and I love pale ales, pale lager. This is a pale lager. I don't know if that's any difference to a pale ale, but oh, that's a good one. You'll really like that one, Rach. That's a really, really good one. Oh, this looks amazing. So much going on. There's so much flavors in here. This is crazy. It's been a while since I've had a ramen, but my God, there's so much flavor here. It's crazy. It's just pumped full of flavor. It's just, look at that. It's just amazing. Oh, you've got to use the chopsticks though. Zing Fu Tang. There's bubble tea shops everywhere in Melbourne and it's hard to know which one you should try, but definitely try out Zing Fu Tang, which means Hall of Happiness.
Is killing it here in Melbourne. They brought all their ingredients from Taiwan.
40 stores in Taiwan, there's another 30 internationally. It's really, really fast becoming one of the most popular places for bubble tea. It only started in 2018, so there's a lot of stores everywhere.
I need a cafe like a Green Refractory near my house because This place is amazing for cafe lovers just like us.
There is so many different pastries to choose from, like just so many. There's a lot of kind of muffins and pies and
Cakes, sandwiches, pies, you name it, they have it. So they have so many options for you to choose, and most important of all, the prices for these foods are quite relatively reasonable. You can get a pastry at like $3 or $4 and they can fill you up a bit.
I like that it's quite crispy as well. It's really yummy. Potatoes never can go wrong.
that's true.
And chorizo, even better.
Green Factory, it's a really cool place because it's such a good cheap eat, and it's right in the centre of Sydney Road in Brunswick. So it definitely gets packed. So there's massive lines, so it's that popular. It's definitely good for cheap eat. It's got a lot of cool kind of hipster vibes, a nice little outdoor kind of courtyard to hang out in. So it's always very, very busy, but the line goes really quickly and it's just a great place to snack. There's a really, really cool place which is called Retro Star, and it's a really great place, very reasonably priced in terms of the vintage market.
And the clothing is quite cheap. And if you want to get more bang for your buck, then you must check out their warehouse sales, because everything in that warehouse is just $10. So whatever you get, a bag, a shirt, a pair of pants, everything will be just $10.
If you like your shopping, definitely hit Retro Star. So one of the most famous Korean dessert places, Sulbing, it's got over 400 stores, and they've finally got a store in Melbourne, woohoo. So we were really excited when we found out that Sulbing opened in the Melbourne CBD. It's a nice big store, but you've got to go there early too, because the line is endless. And there's almost always a line for Sulbing, so definitely give yourself, a little bit of time. Wait is more than worth it. The shaved ice desserts that they have there, bingsu, if you haven't tried it, is incredible.
Quality of the food was almost identical to the Korean one. I just don't know how they imported all the ingredients. If you're new to bingsus, you might think the dessert looks a little bit wacky, it's a bit weird, but it literally melts you in your mouth once you have a bite of it.
I can't believe Sulbing is here. I just love this brand, and every time I go to South Korea, I'll always visit Sulbing. And finally, I can have it here in Melbourne. So Sulbing is a hoppingsu place in Korea. Hoppingsu is one of the most famous Korean desserts, and this is a thing that you must try, which is shaved ice with some bean powder and red beans. And there's some rice cake on top as well. Love it.
Just like Korea?
It's good, really good. But I really like mixing everything. But this is quite tricky because the bowl is quite small, and once I try to store all of them together, it's gonna destroy the whole thing. Love it, so yummy.
There's a lot of different flavors. You've got the matcha as well, the strawberry. They've also got a lot of other different things on the menu if you want your honey buttered toast. So I definitely recommend sharing one because they're massive. Of course, if you reckon you can go through one, good on you. But yeah, it's very well priced, especially if you're sharing and stuff too, and you will not regret it. I can't imagine anyone trying bingsu and just going afterwards, I didn't really like it, because how can you not? It's just really, really, really yummy. It's just, I reckon, the perfect amount of sweetness for a dessert. And it's just a really great sharing experience. And if you go there, I'm sure 110% you will like it. We recommend it. And so definitely go there.
Ifudo is originated from Fukuoka, and it's got one policy, which is never change for the consistent production. So the ramen quality is absolutely top notch.
Yeah, I've got bonito ramen. Like, thank you. Ooh, I'm so excited. It's got nice char siu on top, and They asked me what sort of a noodle I want, and I said semi-cooked. I don't know if that's a thing. I didn't know that. I couldn't understand. It's like a steak term, but it's a ramen term. It's so damn yummy. This is like, wow, the flavor bomb. It's a bit like, I usually have a tonkotsu ramen. I think the base is tonkotsu, but it's bonito ramen, and I love bonito flakes more than anything else, so this is perfect for me.
And the exterior and interior of the restaurant looks exactly like some restaurants in Japan. I really love visiting a restaurant that makes you feel like you're in a totally different country.
So mine, I had a salmon pokedon. So have a look at that. Pretty cool. So I'm going to taste it, see what it's like. It looks amazing. Avocado, salmon, it's got some seaweed flakes, bit of everything. Top notch. Really, really yummy.
Hello!
Hello, it is a rite of passage that you've got to come to a kebab store in Melbourne, and there's so many good ones. This one's really good. I like the feel, the vibe. So there's a lot of places to go for kebabs, and you know, it's kind of a rite of passage to have a kebab, especially after a big night out. But it doesn't have to be after a big night out. Sometimes you want to just have a nice, delicious lunch, and Kebab Connection, which you can find in North Melbourne, is a really, really good place. You can, of course, get the lamb, the falafel, the mixed kebab is always my favorite.
What I really liked about this kebab is that this kebab was huge. That put so much meat in it.
I love it. How kebabs always come with this.
Me too, I love it. That's the fun bit. You gotta tear it apart to eat it.
I love that kind of meat kebab. We're heading to Keki now. Is that how you pronounce it?
I don't know.
Keki. It's like a Japanese style dessert place, cafe. So really looking forward to that. If you want a bit of a different dessert place, you got this kind of small little place called Keki. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Look at its shape. Crazy. Love to grab one of these chunks with it. It's like eating a cloud. It's a fluffy. I love it. It's so good.
It tastes a bit like
It's not dense, and it's just really soft and fluffy, and just feels very easy to have.
It's not so easy though on your tummy.
We'll see if it's easy on my tummy.
Yeah.
And the souffles are absolutely incredible. They're fluffy, not too sweet, just sweet enough. It's got a bit of an eggy flavor to it. They've also got a lot of different style drinks. So if you're not really much of a coffee drinker or a tea drinker, it's a good place to have something a little bit different, like a strawberry latte or something like that, which we tried. You look perplexed.
Very slight. I do not fancy strawberry syrup, and this doesn't taste like syrupy. It more tastes a bit like a real strawberry. Yummy. Such an innocent green strawberry.
I love these kind of glasses. That's really good. You're right. It doesn't have that syrupy taste. It's more, I don't know. It's really, I love the warmness of it too, because it's a bit of a chilly day here in Melbourne in the summer.
I'm a bit jealous.
Mine's really good. And you can have it iced, or you can have it hot as well too, and both are incredible. Now, when you're choosing cafes to go to in Melbourne, it's very, very difficult. There's many of them, and a lot of people know that Melburnians love their coffee, and they're very serious about their coffee. So We wouldn't recommend a place which we don't think is absolutely amazing, and Cartel Coffee Roasters is one of those great quintessential Melbourne places to go because it's kind of hidden away down a laneway. Even if you look down the laneway, you wouldn't quite see that there's anything there, but definitely keep going and you'll find this lovely little place. It's really well designed, kind of minimalistic. It's got a really, really cool vibe. There's a little outdoor area too where you can be out in the laneway.
They've got a wide range of coffee blends, wines and teas. Just to give you an example, they have 7 different chai teas.
They've also got some pastries too in the window, and they serve food. So it's just one of these places that I think if you're coming to Melbourne, or if you're from Melbourne even, you love your coffee, it's one of those places that just don't disappoint. It's got the vibe, it's got the great coffee, it's got the great food. It kind of ticks off all the boxes.
The various selections of wine from all over the world will make you want to stay at this cafe a little bit longer. Feel free to check all the destinations out. Most of the places are in the CBD, so it's very easy to get around from any suburb. And I will see you next time. Bye!